And in case you forgot, I'm a king.
Yup. Hey.
Hey guys, it's Willet69 here again. Today I'm going to go over the basics on how to make your base layout. I make a ton of bases, I help people, I give them suggestions on their bases, um, but I'm going to do some quick tips for you to kind of think about when you go to do your own base, because you can always use somebody else's base, but it's always much more fun to create your own. Okay, so we're going to use a Town Hall 10 base layout here, just so I don't know, just 'cause I don't feel like changing it around. I'm gonna move my research lab out of the way there. I always start off with the town hall in the center. People make farming bases to make defense bases. I always make a hybrid because you can always just take this out, drop this in, or whatever. You can just make it a farming base just like that. So that way you don't have to rearrange your bases that often, you know? Alright. Alright, so I always do that. I go ahead and I start. I put walls all the way around the town hall. Just easier that way. And then I always start with my splash damage defenses, okay? So I always throw up my mortars up here. And one thing I see a lot of people do on their bases when they go to do this with their mortars, I see this, okay? Now, does anybody see what's wrong with this picture? Yeah, there's nothing over here. It's less mortar coverage. You may be thinking, oh, well, there's two. You kind of get like a half and half over here. But no, out here, it leaves it open. So what I do, okay, is I tend to do this. Put one right here, and one right here. So I get rid of that L shaped and I keep my triangle, okay? Then take your expos. Now whether you have 2 or 3, it's just the same principle, really. I always try and do this. If I have 2, I put them like this on this side of my clan castle like that. So I got it like this, because expos have a pretty big coverage. And that's just what I do right there. Now, for a Town Hall 10 base, I'll go ahead and I will offset just like this. Just like you would do with like a Town Hall 8 with your 3 mortars and your 3 whiz towers. See? Same thing. Just reversed it. And I would actually open up the coverage a little bit better and do it that way. Now, with the Town Hall 10, you got the cool Inferno towers. So I have to one on each end like here, like I would do with my expos if I only had to. Okay, and then I just start off like that. You got these gaps here. I like to create kind of a different, not square type thing when you're doing your walls, because it just makes it real easy for wall breakers. So you just start out, and I don't know about you guys, I see a lot of crazy messy bases and a lot of them work. I'm just kind of a little OCD and I like symmetry, so you'll see that a lot in my bases. I just like even coverage, and with symmetry you get even coverage. So that's kind of a basic, just beginning your layout. I would go down here. Okay, let's get our Teslas out and throw them up here like this. Throw a little extra protection in here for these two. And wall it up. Now that's a pretty secure defense type base right there. Another 2 things you want to throw out pretty early in your base design are these 2 things, because you can offset them. Always want this close as possible to the center of your base. You always want to protect this, even though this will get lightning zapped, but you don't want it to get totally destroyed. If you're going for a hybrid base, which I always make, You can always switch these two out, or what I normally do is when I'm farming, so I go ahead and throw the clan castle in the center there, and that gives me some good coverage. So that helps you out right there just with the clan castle coverage. Now what I'm going to do here is I want to give these two maximum protection, so I'm going to throw them down here like this. And then the next things I like to bring out are my whiz towers, okay, and air defenses. I'm not going to go into the placement of everything, alright, because we'll be here all day and I don't want to make really long videos for you guys. I will go over a little bit of this and then we'll talk about storage separation, okay? Everybody always wants to put their storages real close to the middle all together. Well, you can always pound in one side and get a lot of resources. So what I do is I spread them out. Okay, I would do something like this. And I always put my whiz towers protecting them. It's just what I do. Okay, boom. Then you could just wall that up. You could throw in, let's see, how would we do this one here? Just make it, and it gets kind of, you know, it's a little messy. It's not totally square. It'll start, you can start seeing it take the shape. And I throw in these babies. And if you need to adjust so you can get some walls in there, just do that. You know, we'll go ahead and move this one offset. There you go. So it's a very basic base layout. Okay, just throwing some walls. See how my storages are now spread out. They're accessible from the outside walls, yes, but you have to go all the way around all four corners of my base and spread your troops pretty thin to get all of my storages. And I'm not even done yet, so I'm gonna have layers on the outside of these things, and it's gonna be a little bit tougher to get to my storages. Yes, I know the clan castle's up here. It's kind of not, you know, in the center, but hey, can't always get what you want. Alright, so I have a finished version of this base. I'll pull it up here in just a second, but I just wanted to go out these main basic features you want to start with. Is just all of this, okay? Always want to throw out the mortars, all the splash damage, the whiz towers. I always offset my clan castle with my dark elixir storage. It's just a way for me not to forget to throw it in there. Okay, now let's go up here and I'm going to go show you the finished version of this base. It's called Chestnut Checkers. You can't see it all the way over here on the side of the screen, but let it load up, and there it is. It's a good finished copy. I haven't been able to test it out yet. I'm only at Town Hall 9, and I'm going to be there for a while because I'm going to get a lot of stuff done before I go to Town Hall 10. But I'm always thinking about, hey, what can I do now to make my base? And then I could, maybe you guys will test it out for me, comment on it, let me know how it's working. Or if you guys want help with your base, leave me a comment, let me know. Alright, that's the end of this video. I'm trying to keep them short for you guys. That way, yeah, we're already 9 minutes in. Alright. See you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. See you later.
And in case you forgot, I'm a king.
Yup.